Welcome back, everyone. Now, I don't even know where to start in this video because there's so much stuff that I want to show you. And I'm going to start with this. This was taken yesterday by the Hubble telescope. Alright? This image is 31 million light years away. It's right in the center of our galaxy. Take a look at that and tell me what you see in the middle. And this isn't edited. You can go on NASA's website. It's on there. Alright? This is pretty crazy. I don't know about you, but that looks like a cross. And I'm going to show you something even more crazy after this, but just take a look at that for a second. And it's found right in the center of our galaxy. That's crazy. Well, I've got something even stranger to show you. NASA took a closer up picture of 3i Atlas on the 20th of November, and this is the photo that they posted online. And can you see the similarity here? What do you see? Right? This is 3i Atlas. This is the closest picture we have to date, right? This is it zoomed in a bit. I zoomed it in a bit for you. Look at that. Can you see that line? It's in a cross shape again. So I just wanted to show you all that is really bizarre. Really, really strange. I mean, that a comet can have this shape. And this is real. Like I said, go on NASA and take a look for yourself. But look at that. A comet that's coming, flying past Earth looks like this in a cross with a light in the center. Let me know your thoughts down below. And I just woke up and saw it and I was like, man, I have to show everyone. In one day, a 3i Atlas photo, and it looks like that with the cross. It looks like a hot cross bun. And then and then they just found a cross in the center of our galaxy. Pretty mental. Definitely leave me a comment down below and let me know what you think. And also, a lot of strange stuff is happening in the clouds at the moment. There's some really bizarre clouds floating past our heads. So if you start seeing stuff like this, start filming it, because I tell you what, the aliens ain't playing around. They're some really bizarre things. But take a look at this cloud. I've never seen a cloud like this. I'll probably never see one. And you tell me what you think this is. Yeah, as you guys know, I am a proper tinfoil hat kind of guy. So I would look at that and go, yep, there's an alien right there. They're watching me. That is so cool. And there's some really bizarre weather events that are happening. And that just, the way the rainbow was forming around that cloud, super cool. I don't get to see anything interesting, only through video. The most interesting thing I saw a pigeon with two heads once. Yeah, true story. So this is a rare weather for You know what makes it worse? Is that I stutter every video. And you guys comment saying leave it in. So this happens every video now. And I do apologise. But it's always the P's and the S's for some reason. But this is a real... I don't know what this is. But it's a real video. Why is that bloke just skiing past? This looks like a portal or something. I would stop and stare at this thinking that someone stood there. Oh, yeah, it might be a portal to Narnia or something, but... True story, though. I went skiing with my twin brother when I was a kid, and my brother, we were skiing down this mountain, and my brother said, follow me, we'll go another way. And we went off peak, and we saw two black flags. And if anyone that's been skiing before knows what that means, it means you that's it, mate. You have to be a flipping Olympic skier to go down them. It was like that. Went down it about 400 miles an hour, and I was getting dragged along the snow. And I hit a pole at about, I don't know how quick I was going. Yeah, it got up and my ankle was like that. It was the other way around. I don't know if any of you have seen this, but this is the weirdest video of a cloud I have ever seen in my entire life. If anyone can tell me what this is, then let me know. Alright, and this was taken in Brazil like 2 months ago, and it went viral. And I went through the comments hoping to find an answer. Couldn't find nothing, but take a look. This is some Independence Day action right here.
Viado, vamos achar a linha dela, viado?
Não, você é doido.
Em algum lugar, viado. Não, eu vou pegar e levar pra casa, viado.
Não tem linha não, menino.
Lógico que tem. É, nah.
What the hell is that? Alright. We need to get all our tinfoil hats on, because I tell you what, if that ain't an alien, I don't know what is. Alright?
É via Bluetooth.
Deve ser igual a como de biomedicina.
Yeah, take a look. You're walking home from work, and you think, ah, oh, happy days, life's pretty good, eh? You look up and you see that. No. That's it. That's it right there. That's the greys. And did I hear someone say Bluetooth? Imagine that. If you could turn your Bluetooth on under a UFO and connect to it and play some music through their speakers or something, that would probably work, wouldn't it? And like I said, it's just getting weirder every single day. Like people comment saying, how do you find clips every single day? It's not hard. We live in a very strange world. Stuff is happening every single day. Imagine where we're going to be in a year from now. And if I haven't been abducted by then, I hope I'm still here making videos for all you people.
One of the most amazing things that I have ever seen in the bottom of the ocean. It was while filming for Blue Planet. It was in the Gulf of Mexico. And inside the ring of mussels was a lake. And it's like, wait a minute. I'm already underwater. And we went out over the water in this lake and tried to descend in it and bounced off. It was so super saline and dense that the submarine couldn't go down in it. We literally bounced off, and as we bounced off, we sent ripples heading back to the shoreline. It was insane. I've never seen anything like it.
Whoa, that's insane. I've never seen that video before. I've never knew that there was a lake at the bottom of the sea. I'm gonna have to look that up. I grew up watching Blue Planet and I don't remember watching that. That's insane. And they couldn't get the submarine down there. They couldn't do it. And someone comment down below if that's real, if that person mysteriously, you know, was involved in an accident. You know, may rest in peace. But, you know, that's mental. And I wonder what's underneath that. Maybe he found the entrance to where all the aliens are hiding, you know? And the fact that there's life down there, it's just crazy. Like, the ocean is so terrifying. Right, I wanted to show you this because this is really interesting. This is a real case that happened. And after we read this, there's a video attached to it of what this pilot saw. A professional pilot has filed a report which contains clear video of an unidentified object flying in close formation below his aircraft. The video was recorded while flying at approximately 40,000 feet over Utah in September of 2019. Case of interest, which is designation applies to cases, blah, blah, blah. Right, so this is, I just wanted to show you that because this is a real case that happened. Now I'm going to show you the video, if I can find it, and we're going to look at this together and see what this is, because I think the video is really telling, and I think it was filmed on a potato, unfortunately. But take a look at this. So this is it. This is filmed by the pilot, and he notices this white object, and because of the angle, and he is filming it on a potato, it could be another plane, it could be a blimp, or something. But this is fairly recent. I don't know what this guy's phone's using. Pilots are on a pretty good salary, so I don't know why he's using a Nokia, you know, 400. But anyway, maybe he can't use a smartphone up there. Who knows? I'm an idiot, so I don't know what I'm talking about. But let's watch this video and figure out what this is together. See, even the way it's moving, it does look like a... I don't know. And for the fact that the pilot saw it and doesn't know what it is, and this person, you know, spends more time in the sky than anyone, so yeah, that is really weird looking. Can't see any wings or anything. And like I said, guys, if you got any ideas what you think this is, write it in the comments. I don't know what that could be. Even its whole movement though, and the fact that it's going down like this. Yeah, I'm lost with that one. You know, I may be the guy sat here, the YouTuber, but I don't know what I'm looking at either. So write me a comment down below what you think that is.
There is some wild looking in the skies. Holy. Hold on. I'm gonna put my hat on backwards. I don't know what's going on. I hope these are in focus. Look at this. What the hell's going on here? Oh, please be picking this up. This is nuts. Look at that. God, I wish my neighbor was here right now. He comes out and watches for UFOs, but...
Yeah, I mean, these things are everywhere. Like, everywhere. And you know the crazy thing, right? I can make these videos every single day, and there's new footage of these things every single day. That just goes to show how much is really happening out there in the world. You can turn on the news channel, you won't ever hear about it. You won't ever hear about these things unless you go digging for it, you know? But imagine if the news actually told us things that were actually happening in the world, like crazy stuff. And I know that they started coming here after we started using nukes and stuff like that, but do you think they've been here for thousands of years? Do you think they've been here for even longer? Let me know. So this is another video of a guy watching them, and he said a swarm of UFOs was above his house, and luckily this guy had the equipment to watch these things. But take a look at this. My opinion, they're not birds, mate. Alright? Because I don't know what birds are out there that glow in the night and fly in triangles above your house. It's pretty freaky, mate. I think it would be time to put the house on the market, to be honest. I would probably... Nah, actually, no. What am I lying for? I'd be straight on that roof, tinfoil hat on. I would be straight out there just looking up. Get a nice... get a burger, get a cigar, and just watch... You know, because we don't get anything in England. It seems to be a lot more UFO activity in America. But why do you think that is? Why do you think the majority of UFO sightings are in America, nowhere more than anywhere else? I don't know if it's because of the bases, like the military bases and stuff like that, because they are interested in our military. So why do you think that is? All right, so you all know how I feel about talking to these orbs, and people are talking to them. They're trying to befriend them, trying to invite them in for dinner, coffee. It's mental. I probably wouldn't do that because we don't know what these things are. But anyway, this person here, right, has these orbs floating above her house, and she tries to communicate with them. And she said that ever since she's been speaking to these orbs, more of them have been showing up. Yeah, I know. But anyway, let's watch this video.
Oh, it's going right over me. Incredible. Wow. This is so bright. Can you give us a power up, my friend?
No, don't do that.
Get brighter for us.
I'm just going to pause it here as well. This person has loads of videos of these orbs above her house and talking to them with her kids and stuff. It's pretty crazy. I mean, fair play. She's not scared. I would be. I don't know about you, but I would be pretty scared if aliens were pulling up at the crib, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, what would you do in this situation?
Oh my gosh. Incredible. We got another one that's coming in from the left.
They bring their buddies and everything. Yeah, and like I said, there is so many videos of these people speaking to these things. I don't know if that's a good idea, to be honest. And an orb could be like, yeah, we want to be friends. Invite us in. Yeah, I will come over for dinner. And as soon as they walk in the kitchen, like that, you know, and they could just switch up on you. And before this video ends, I do want to talk about us human beings and that we're also spiritual beings as well. Because we have a spirit, all of us. Even if you don't believe in spiritual and the world of the unseen, the invisible world, that's okay. But it doesn't take away from the fact of how we're all built, you know. We're all spiritual beings, we are. And if you can really focus on your spirit and trying to fulfill your spirit, because that it all comes down to, we have two choices in life. We either serve our flesh or our spirit. Some people do both, some people do more one or the other. But I really feel like if you serve your flesh, it leads to unfulfillment, emptiness, unhappiness, the void. And if you serve your spirit, you become happier. And this is something I served myself and my flesh for 25 years. And ever since I started trying to be more spiritual, a lot of things in life improved massively, massively. So I encourage everyone, if you can really focus on your spiritual health, your life will improve. It will improve, because everything is perspective in life. You know, your spirit is eternal. Your spirit will live forever. You know, your spirit isn't flesh. Your flesh will die. Your flesh will rot away, but your spirit will live on. You know, if you don't know what that means, you know, when you go to the countryside and you go out to the forest and it's so peaceful and you feel that peace. That's your spirit reacting to that environment. That's not your flesh. So, and like celebrities, billionaires, trillionaires that have everything in the world but they're still not happy, serve the flesh. It won't bring you happiness. So if you can really control your mind to serve your spirit and be more spiritual, right? And I'm not talking about talking to spirits and stuff. I'm talking about, you know, prayer, having faith, stuff like that. It will improve your life. You will become happier. It will fix a lot of your problems. I'm just talking about me and what happened to me. My life improved massively. I overcame depression and anger and resentment and hate, a lot of things. So I encourage you all to chase that, and it's very difficult. You know, that's a fight we're going to fight forever. And I pray for all of you to have the strength to carry on. And thank you all for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. See you then.